Hello. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome, all of you. Yeah. Now I wanted to share with you this Federal Bank, this one, and here this one. Yeah, and this is what we were seeing now. I will this is what we were seeing yesterday. We have come up to question number 20 yesterday. 20. Yeah, would you tell a lie for the bank? That is over. Yeah. Now we are in this question. Yeah. Those who would like to volunteer to read or answer questions, please put on your hands. I will see, please put on your hands. Raise your hands. Raise your hands, please. Those who want to speak out. Yeah. Admit all. Everybody is joining. Good. Yeah. First question is, Manjunath entered waiting room. If a customer wants to open a bank account, what are the things required? Identity proof, address proof. 3 people raised hand. One is Savio. I will note the names and call out Savio, Prasanna, Basavaraj, followed by Arjun, followed by Bandana Kumari, Basavaraj, Arjun. Yeah, good. First is, what is his name? Savio. Savio, can you read what you see on the screen? First question over. Second question, go to the second question.
Yes, sir.
What is KYC?
Okay, what is KYC? KYC means know your customer. It is a process by which bank.
No, sorry, it is not coming. What this is? It is a process by which.
It is a process by which banks obtain information about the identity and address of the customers. This process helps to ensure that banks' services are not misused. The KYC procedure is to be completed by the banks while opening accounts. Banks are also required to periodically update their customers' KYC details.
Yeah, this what I am going to tell you now may not be required for you. It is just for information. See, under KYC, there are accounts which are highly risk, accounts which are medium risk, accounts which have got low risk. For example, if an account is opened by a salaried person, then that account, or a housewife, then that account is having low risk. On the other hand, if the account is open in the name of a, say, company, maybe partnership company or proprietor company for business purposes, then it is medium risk. A high risk account is one where it is in the name of some, say, where there are huge transactions happening, and also where the account is having some foreign connections and frequent remittances are received, and also the account is of a political party, then it is considered as, say, high risk accounts. In the case of high risk accounts, banks obtain KYC updation once in 2 years. In the case of, say, medium risk accounts, they obtain updation once in 8 years. In the case of normal accounts, they obtain updation once in 10 years. This is rule. Whether they are able to follow that or not, it's a different issue. Okay, good. Next is Prasanna. Prasanna, please read.
What are the documents to be given as proof of identity and proof of address? The Government of India has notified 6 documents as officially valid documents, OVDs, for the purpose of producing proof of identity. These 6 documents are passport, driving license, voter's identity card, PAN card, Aadhaar card issued by UIDAI, and NREGA job card. Customers,
NREGA, National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme.
generation guarantee. Okay.
Okay.
Customers need to submit any one of these documents as proof of identity. If these documents also contain your address details, then it would also be accepted as proof of address. If the document submitted by him for proof of identity does not contain address details, then you will have to submit another officially valid document which contains address details.
Could you follow? What is your name? Prasanna. Could you understand?
Yes, sir.
Can you please repeat it what you studied? Not exactly in the same words. Tell the essential details.
There are 6 officially valid documents as notified by the Government of India. For example, PAN card, Aadhaar card, NREGA job card, and passport, driving license, and one more. Driver's license, PAN card. Like there are 6 officially valid documents.
Tell us what are they?
PAN card, Aadhaar card, NREGA job card, passport, driver's license, and one more.
Aadhaar card you omitted, na?
I mentioned.
Aadhaar you mentioned. Voter identity.
Voter's ID, voter's identity card, 6 cards, and if the identity proof contains the address, then only one proof is enough. But if the identity proof does not have the address in it, then separate address proof has to be provided by the customer.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me one of the documents doesn't contain address proof?
PAN card, sir.
Correct. Good. Very good. We will go to Basavaraj Diddi. One minute. Basavaraj, please read the next question. This question. What if the customer? Basavaraj.
What if customer? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. What if the customer didn't have our documents? Can he not open account, sir? Yes,
Basavaraj, from where there is a lot of echo sound from where you are talking. Are you using some earphones or are you talking without earphones?
Yes, sir, I am using
earphones.
Sir, I am using earphones, sir.
So you are using
Yes,
what is that smartphone or a laptop?
Sir, smartphone.
Smartphone. Please remove the what is that? Your earphone. Please remove it when you are speaking.
Okay.
Please remove it. Now speak.
Sir, audible, my voice, sir?
Now speak.
Okay, sir.
What if the customer
don't have documents? Can he not open account? Yes, he can still open a bank account. Non small account by submitting your recent photographs and.
No, you please put your mic. You please put your earphone. Nothing is heard.
Yes, sir.
No. You make it without video. Make it without video. Audio,
okay, sir.
Because internet speed is not good.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now read.
Now, sir.
Yeah. Now read.
If a customer don't have any documents about the documents, can he still open account? Yes, he can still open a bank account known as a small account by submitting our recent photograph and putting signature or left thumb impression is the presence of the bank officials.
Very good. Thank you. This information is important.
You,
if there are no documents with him, he can open a small account. Then Arjun is there. Arjun, please. Yeah. Is there any difference?
Okay, sir. Is there any difference between such small accounts and other accounts? Yes. Small account. Small accounts have certain limitations, such as balance in such account at any point of time should not exceed 50,000. Total credit in 1 year should not exceed 1 lakh. Total withdrawal and transfer in a month should not exceed 10,000. Foreign remittance cannot be credited to such accounts. Such accounts remain operational initially for a period of 12 months and thereafter for a further period of 12 months if the holder of such an account provides evidence to the bank of having applied for any of the officially valid documents within the 12 months of the opening of such account.
Very good. So this is a case of a small account where a person is not having any valid documents. He can open it, but there are restrictions like what is given here. Total credit should not exceed 1 lakh. Total withdrawals in a month should not exceed 10,000. These things. It can be allowed to be operated for 12 months. And after 12 months, he has to give a proof that he has applied for some documents. Then it can be continued for further period of 12 months. That's what this telling. Very good. Now we have with us Aishwarya, who has attended. Hello, Aishwarya, who has attended the interview today, and Aishwarya will now speak to us. Where are you, Aishwarya? Come. Aishwarya, please raise your hand. Aishwarya, please.
Yes, sir. You can't hear me.
I can hear you, but yeah, I can hear you. Come, I can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
Can you? Are you having good internet speed, or there is problem? Lot of rains and all that. Is it problem? Can you come on?
Yes, sir. We just lost.
A lot of
We just lost the electricity. Yeah, no Wi-Fi is here. That
Wi-Fi is
problem. I waited for some time.
Wi-Fi will not work. Yeah, it's not there. Now you speak only, that will do. Welcome, Aishwarya. Please tell about yourself.
Hi, sir. I'm Aishwarya PB. I'm from Artingal. Oh,
continue.
You mean the formal one, right, sir?
Yeah, formal, so that others can know about it. Or otherwise, tell briefly some points. No problem. Because they should know what is your background, so that they can know what are the types of questions that can be asked in bank interviews. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I will continue. Hi, I'm Aishwarya PB. I'm from Artingal, Trivandrum, Kerala. I completed M.Tech from Computer Science and Engineering from SET College of Engineering. I completed B.Tech from Marine Engineering College in Computer Science and Engineering. I'm working as a developer with UST for the past 1 year. My family consists of dad, mom, 2 brothers, and my grandmother. My hobbies including journaling and cooking. Also, about describing myself, I would describe myself as a problem-solving person who is also a really good listener.
Good. Now, please tell us what are the questions they asked. How did the interview go on? At what time you were asked to go, asked to report, and what was the document, if any, they asked? Tell about that.
Okay, sir. So my time slot was about 9:30 a.m. in the morning. So I reached there about 8 o'clock, and I waited, and I entered the office at 9:15 a.m. So it was on the 3rd floor, the zonal office. We are attending the meeting on zonal office. So on sharp 9:30 a.m. itself, one official came and he made a sign. Just just in the side of a photograph. They already printed it. That form. After just 10 minutes, they called me. I was the first candidate of the day. So about 9:40 a.m. itself, they started the interview. My interview was only about 20 minutes. About 10 o'clock, I came out. So for my interview, they majorly focused on why I'm actually changing careers. because they were actually cross-examining me about how I'm changing my careers, and they wanted to be sure that I'll be a permanent member there.
Mm.
So the major question was about why I'm having the M.Tech degree and going to the banking field.
Mm.
Also, why did I choose the M.Tech itself? That was the question.
Mm.
So, what are the qualities the bank employees should have? That was another question. And then, what is the importance of banking sector?
Mm.
I describe my qualities as an empathetic person and a person with analytic skill also.
Mm.
I think they got that from robotic interview. I think that was the relevance of robotic interview.
Mm.
So I I actually told them about how important empathy is for the banking field, because it is important to know the emotions and feelings of other people also. Is required for our job. And how the analytic ability will be accompanying me for the problem solving skill. That's also a point I told them. Then one ma'am was the other interviewer. What I noticed, I actually tried to keep eye contact with both of them, but another person was not at all looking at me during the whole course of interview. Only one person was attending me at a point of time, but still also I was looking at both of them. I maintained eye contact with both of them. So the other person, I noticed that the other person was scrolling through the mobile, and I was sure that she was preparing questions for me. So the next on the next turn.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Depending on your subject, they try to Google search and then get the question probably.
Yes, they actually Google search, and first they asked me what are the threats that the banking industry have, and I told them not only banking industry, the IT sector as a whole are facing a lot of issues that includes skimming, then phishing, and then the data privacy violation. These are the 3 points. I was not expecting this question at all, like all of a sudden, because they were asking me all these HR questions and those type of questions, and these were the 3 things on top of my head. So I just finished with that, and
actually this question was asked to you because you are from IT background, and when they asked this question, they had in mind probably the cyber crime. Probably keeping that in mind, they would have asked this. Doesn't matter. Continue.
So they actually knew that the phishing was a common answer. So they asked me about wishing. VISHING. Wishing.
What is that?
So,
what is the difference between these two?
Okay, phishing is basically an email that contains a malicious link. And when you click that particular link, all your data and important data about you is compromised. In the case of phishing, it could be an video message. When you click on play or open that particular video, then also your credentials and your system could be compromised. That's the difference. So they asked me again about.
I have not heard about the second one. The first time. Acha. Good. Very good. Continue.
Yeah, I had a paper on principles of information security in B.Tech. And that's how I heard about it. It's not a common term. I know it's not a common term. And the next thing they asked about malware, and I said them it's a malicious software that the criminals use. Then ransomware they asked, and I told them these are also the softwares that the criminals use to exploit you for having the ransom. And I told them they do not ask for like a little amount of money. They always ask for huge amount of money as ransom. So they were actually happy with that. Then they asked about botnet. So botnet are basically the robots. Then I was not that familiar with botnet, but I adjusted it, and they were okay with it. Next thing, I feel they gave much importance to the Federal Bank annual, the quarterly report.
Mm.
So they asked me, have I read about it? I told them yes. I was familiar with the quarterly report and the annual report.
Mm.
And I told them yes. And they asked first about the net profit. They actually asked me, have you got any idea about net profit? Then about the federal bank only, not the general term, just about the federal bank only. So I told them the answer with the 601 crore with a 64% year-on-year growth. Then they asked me about total interest income, then net and gross NPA. The only question ROA or ROE. I was not familiar with that. That's the only question I left it out.
No problem, because that is that is a commerce term. Return on assets, return on equity.
Yeah, return on assets.
That's
Yeah, that was the question. Actually, they never asked me about a self-introduction. Actually, they were they all have our whole resume in front of them. Because of the documents we uploaded, they actually have the entire picture. I believe we have to be honest with them. With whatever we are saying, we have to be honest with them. Then only we can. Actually, they know, because of these people they are. There's no point of not being dishonest with them. Just be honest with them is the thing that I feel.
very good.
And one important thing was about my hobbies. They actually, I actually expected them to ask about journaling. They never touched about it. They asked only about cooking. So they asked me, what are the I said them as Punjabi dishes. They asked me about any particular. I told them just malai kofta, and actually they asked again about it. Do you cook it by watching anything YouTube or something? And I told them yes. And I told the channel name and the chef who's handling the channel. And the questioning ended there for that question.
Very good. Thank
And
you.
also,
Thank you so much.
oh,
Thank you.
yes.
Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Best wishes. Any questions?
Yeah, sure, sir. I actually
yeah.
waited for
Yeah, candidates, anybody else have some questions to this? Yeah.
Sir, are we supposed to read the Karnataka Bank annual report and go before we attend the interview?
Yeah, annual report, that means at least the press report you have to go through. You don't have to go through the full annual report. Go through the quarterly report, say press report. I will tell about Karnataka Bank separately, because Federal Bank, I have taken class about that in 1 or 2 videos, and it has been given in the materials to them also. Nothing new. We have discussed this many times, but still we can't remember. That is the only problem.
Okay. So, but what are the questions based on M.Com degree they might ask?
I have given in your folder a paper known as Commerce Interview Questions.
Okay,
I have given one paper known as Commerce Glossary. Please go through it. Please go through it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Do we have to take any documents for the interview?
For Federal Bank, nothing need be taken. But I don't know about Karnataka Bank. What they say in the call letter, we have to follow. Aishwarya, tell.
Sir, I bought Aadhaar card and the mail, the print of the mail actually came. It was never in the form of a PDF. I just bought it. But to be on the safe side, just take Aadhaar card and the mail. You should have got a mail, right? So just take the print of that mail. I think that would be sufficient.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Just Aishwarya is okay. Then about relocation. And sir, I was actually prepared about where do you see yourself in 5 years with the banking?
They never
And they
ask.
actually asked me about 10 to 20 years, 10 to 20 years in banking or any other question
Achha, they
or
think
any other
probably
sector. Actually, that's a
probably
trick
you
question.
you will leave this.
They,
That's what they think. Supposing you get
yeah, sir, that was
you
a
get
trick question.
supposing you get married to a guy
More
in America,
question.
you will leave this job and go.
I told I will be a banker only, and yeah, they were, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because
And a relocation, you have to be, the answer should only be yes.
yes, only
So
only
I think
one
that's
yes
the
with a
correct
smile, big smile. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
That's all about.
Any other question from anybody else? To Aishwarya.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Sir, how to know meaning of our name, sir? For example, my name is Basaras. How do I know the meaning?
Mr. What is your name? Basavaraj. Either you
Yes, sir.
change your cell phone or go and sit in a place where you have good internet, because nothing is heard. Say your voice,
sir.
I am having earphone. In spite of it, your voice is heard as if somebody is talking from a well inside the well 40 feet below.
Also, yes, sir. There is a market, sir.
Better just type it in the chat. It
If
will
you,
be
yeah,
good.
that will be good. You can type it out in chat. Those people
Okay, sir.
who you can type out, I can read that question so that with that we can answer. Please type it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Anybody else? No other question? Yeah, we are coming to Bandana Kumari. Bandana Kumari, please come
Yes, sir.
please read this. What is EKYC?
eKYC refers to electronic KYC. eKYC is a possible only for those who have Aadhaar numbers. While using eKYC service, you have to authorize the Unique Identification Authority of India, UIDI, by explicit consent to release your identity address through biometric authentication to the bank, branches, business correspondent. The UIDI then transfer your data comprising your name, age, gender, and photograph electronically to the bank. Information thus provided through eKYC process is permitted to be treated as an official valid document under PML rules and is a valid process for KYC verification.
Yeah, what is PML rules?
Actually, sir, I didn't hear about this PML rules.
What is your
Just
degree?
heard-
What is your degree?
Sir, I am graduate from mathematics honors, BSc.
So you may not know. Prevention of money laundering.
Sir, I have one query. Sir,
Yeah.
currently I'm doing MSc from distance. Then what will be the question? The officer will ask for me that.
So you are doing distance education. They will ask, why have you chosen distance education? At which stage are you? You have completed your degree na, in post-graduation?
Yeah, no, sir. Just I'm in first year for
First
post
year only.
graduation.
So for
Yes, sir.
you are appearing for a clerk post only. So there may not be much of a problem on this regard, because the basic qualification required is only graduation. Understand?
What if they ask why you're doing these things? It will be benefited in banking. What will be my answer then?
No. See, why are you studying this? You can tell them I am preparing for bank exams and also studying through distance education in order to qualify, get a next qualification. Of course, it may not be directly relevant in banking. Acquisition of, say, mathematics, postgraduate degree, knowledge, etc., will be useful in day-to-day working in the bank, because it is sharpening your intellect.
Thank you for getting your point, sir.
Very good. Now, next
Sir, I
is,
have a doubt, sir.
yeah,
Sir, please read. Please again say the PM rules. What is the full form of PML?
prevention of
aware
money laundering. Prevention of money laundering. Money laundering means making black money into white money. Black money means money for which income tax is not paid, or money that is got through corruption or illegal means, or money that is received from abroad over which through illegal means. Instead of receiving it through banks, money is received through some kurvis. So that is known as say black money being made into white money by opening bank accounts. So that is to be avoided. For avoiding that, KYC is done. Okay.
Sir, I have doubts, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have completed my degree in English language and literature.
Yeah.
Then I have a gap of 2 years since I worked as a social work as a part of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. If they ask about the gap that I have, mentioning
but don't tell about Rashtriya Sevak Sangh and all. You tell them you are a postgraduate in English.
No, graduation, only graduation, sir.
Only graduate in English. No problem. Then you tell them you have been preparing for bank exams.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Don't tell about Rashtriya Sevak Sangh and all. It will become more politicized. Yeah.
Okay.
Manjunath, can you read?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I volunteered at a care center here for 2 months.
Which center?
Do I have?
Which
It's
center?
not a center, sir. It's just started by a. It's an informal group of children from 3 years to 9th standard kids, where they are taught maths, Kannada, and other simple things like that.
Which
And playing, of
organization is
course.
running? Which organization?
It's not organization, sir. It's just an informal thing that started by an retired government teacher here. She started for the neighborhood kids, and there were almost 30 kids gathering.
So you can tell that as a hobby where you were trying to keep yourself busy for some part of the day. Were you working for more than 5-6 hours per day?
No. It was just 2 hours or something. That's it.
Then tell them it's a hobby.
Okay.
I used to go to that
Okay,
center where I'll be guiding children about studies and also play with them, something like that.
Okay, sir.
Very good. Next person, please
Thank you,
read.
sir.
Yeah. Next person, please. I told some name. Manjunath. A
Yes,
person.
sir.
Yeah, please
Manjunath.
read. Yeah.
A person carrying a PAN card enters a bank premise and asks you to open an account. Will you do it? No, because PAN card will only serve the purpose of identity proof, but not address proof.
Very good. Now read this question. An account holder, fathers.
An account holder father wanted to know the balance of person's account. What will you do and why? He
Read.
cannot disclose customers' information to any person if he is not the account holder. This violates the trust of the customer-bank relationship. We can simply ask him to get a writing with signature of the customer or to bring the account holder itself. If he is
Account
rude,
holder himself. It should be himself, not itself. If he is rude,
we can tell them about certain apps using which he can know the account holder's balance.
but that is also not required. Omit. Please leave the last question. Last point to omit. If he is rude, omit that one. We are not supposed to guide him to know about others and all. Okay, we are not supposed to tell the balance in one person's account to another person. Very good. Manjuna, thank you. Samyukta.
Thank you, sir.
Samyukta, please read this
Sir.
one. Please read.
What do you mean by threshold limit with respect to the account in bank? Threshold limit is the limit set by bank on newly opened account so that if beyond a certain amount transactions are made, the system will notify the authority. This is done to track money laundering activity and avoid them.
Can you read again? What do you mean by?
What do you mean by threshold limit with respect to account in bank? Threshold limit is the limit set by bank on newly opened account so that if beyond a certain amount transactions are made, the system will notify the authority. This is done to track money laundering activity and avoid them.
Very good. No, why I wanted you to read, your reading resembled one Gayatri staying in Bengaluru. Both the voice is more or less similar. That's why I wanted to read. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, our SSV. SSV, please read. What do you mean by
Core in CBS. CBS is an acronym of Core Banking Solutions. Core stands for Centralized Online Real-Time Exchange.
Please repeat. CBS
Is an acronym of Core Banking Solutions. Core stands for Centralized Online Real-Time Exchange.
Very good. Through CBS only, all the bank branches are interconnected to the head office server. Please continue. What is creditor?
And debtor. If A takes money from B, then A is the debtor for B and B is creditor for A.
I am asking you to read because you are not a commerce student. That's why I wanted to read. If A takes money from bank, A is the debtor for B and B is the creditor for A. SSV, in the case of a deposit account, who is the debtor, who is the creditor? In the case of deposit accounts, say savings bank, current account,
Sir, it
fixed
is a
deposit.
deposit account. The creditor or debtor is in the case of loan.
No. Debtor, bank is debtor, customer is creditor.
Okay, sir.
Because you don't know accountancy, I'm trying to tell you. Bank is debtor, customer is creditor.
Creditor.
Very good. Thank you. Now, next person is who is that? After SSV, some is raising hand, and now that hand has been put down. Two participants raised hand. Now, SSV over Vaishnavi Devarkar. Please read next one. Vaishnavi Devarkar.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
So
please.
this question, what's on your take on loan waiver of farmers? Is it beneficial for the country? Answer is, it is beneficial to some extent for regrowth or rejuvenation of
Dilapidated means destroyed. Yeah.
Okay, dilapidated farmers, which in turn help economy to grow. But this is a temporary solution. Government should look for a new policies like PM Asha and should also introduce policies to improve the condition of farmers so that they can implement better irrigation methods, suitable fertilizers, and also cold storage in every village should be made. This way, they will be able to pay all their dues in future. Negative side of this is farmers think that the next loan which they will take will be waived someday by government, hence they may not pay dues, thereby increasing NPAs for the banks. You can add more points from your side.
Yeah. So this is a very big topic. We can discuss for 10-15 minutes. So now only 1 minute time is there. Thank you so much for being present. So we will have similar class tomorrow also at 9 o'clock. And possibly Sunday, there will not be any class. Sunday, there will not be any spoken English class. And also this class will not be there because many new people want to take interview. So I will cover them in that place.
So
So
when is spoken English class?
spoken
At what
English
time?
class is conducted at 8 to 8:35
Every day?
every day. And that is weekdays. Monday through Saturday, I'm conducting. Even today we had one.
Okay,
For
sir.
that, you have to pay separately 300 rupees.
Okay, sir. So this is not included in this Karnataka Bank interview session.
No. This is here. It is only for your personal interview plus
Okay.
one mock interview free. And if you